Hello. It's time to work on Fox's life too. Actually, it has been that time for quite some time, and we're continuing to work on it. Lots of work being done here, and I've just got a nice little checklist of things we can do. Let me actually open that up. There's a handful of things that we can work on, and we'll kind of do them in maybe the easiest to least difficult, or maybe some kind of mix it up. We'll see. But we're very close to being done. The main problem now is we're just slowly testing, and we're tying up a lot of loose ends, which takes a lot of time. Not always the best, but you can't control how many loose ends there are on a project this large. So the first thing we can work on, which I think will be kind of fun, we're working in this area here, Funland 2. It's kind of like a sequel to the first Funland. And we're trying to finish it up. We've got this section right here that needs to be filled. So what rides or attractions can we build that's relatively small but also kind of exciting, kind of fun and unique? I'm not sure. I don't know. One thing I've been doing in this area is putting flowers near different attractions. So around this we can put orange tulips. Nope. Tulip. I think that'll look nice. It'll be a nice match the thing. It's mostly green, but it kind of blends the two areas together. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. Yep, we do clean up. Prime, that's absolutely true. Okay, so we've got, depending on the size of this attraction here, sorry about that. Depending on the size of this, we can change what's going around this. We've got a handful of things. Ferris wheel, of course. Go-kart track, maze. A couple just kind of park-looking areas. Roller coaster. The drop tower thing. The arcade. Like kind of a little food court area. And bumper cars, as well as the more back end of the park. So what do we add here? A swing spinning ride. That might be a good one. We could do swings. That wouldn't be too hard. I haven't done teacups either, which is kind of in the similar vein. We could maybe do both. Swings here and then teacups here. This will be like the spinning region. Maybe that'll be kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and start with the swings. Now, depending on the color, this we don't, there's so many colors here, we don't have to worry about that. We've got red and orange right next to each other, so probably a cool color would be my guess. We got green, lots of green everywhere. Maybe pink swings. What do we have in terms of pink? These might be nice for the floor. And then we also have cherry now, which will blend very nicely. We could use them for the seats. That'll work, I think. So I think this one we want to make a square. And then let's get an X and let's just see how long each side is. 16, 15. So we could do maybe 17 by 17. I think that'll be pretty good. How much space did that give us? If I move this over to about there, this corner there, and just bring it in a little bit, that might work. A lot of this is kind of, this cleanup work is filling space. And so, as you notice, things aren't like super dense. This is probably the most dense part of the theme park area. There's a lot of kind of just wasted space with the trees, with fields of flowers. That's definitely intentional. We want everything to feel full, but not look bad. 15. I think if we go this way, it'll look better. Then we can put a line for the ride here, and then there'll be a little bit of a pathway there. That's probably too long. Yeah. 17 is there. Okay. So I'm just going to start with just a blank square. I think that'll work. And then we can do maybe a triangle here. Let's try that. We'll get into this stuff later. We'll do another 17, but because this is a triangle, it'll kind of work a little bit differently. I feel like I gotta do a little bit of math. To make it somewhat the same length. That's probably too long. That might work. We'll try that. Okay. So we can't just do 2. Do 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, 1, then 2, then 2. Yeah, that'll work. 1. Does that look... No, it looks terrible. Okay. We've got other options. It doesn't have to be square. Or it doesn't have to be triangular. There's more shapes than squares and circles. Keep the time as day. I think if we pull it 4 blocks this way. And what we can do is we can do a square, but cut off the corners. That might be too much. Yeah, I think I'm just going to skip the triangle. I don't think that's going to give enough space for the ride. But definitely rusty on my geometry. Scaling, isosceles, or obtuse. I think this will look better. Then you can build retaining walls that will kind of fit in with the area. Okay. And equilateral. Okay. We could make something with this work. And if I wanted to, we could actually turn this into a hexagon. If we do something more, that's the middle. 4, 4. Make these the long sides. And then do something, this would be a point. It's like a plane flying over. Actually, this is almost perfect. Let's do that. That'll be kind of interesting. There we go. It's kind of an interesting shape. Definitely, if we wanted it to be a little bit better, we would make it more like this. Probably would push this side in, I think. That's not too bad. We'll go with that. What would we do without world edit? There we go. There's a piece there, but that might be the line or something. Okay, so we've got a good amount of wasted space. There's a little bit of space here that is kind of not that used, but that's okay. I think between these three colors, it's kind of like a party area. I think that'll work. So we could do pink stairs there, and then we could do blue here. Or the line, I should say, not stairs. So let's get some... I guess we're pretty close to that, and I don't want to steal too much from that. I want to make it distinct. Make it use a bunch of cherry. Maybe we can get away with something. Let's design a seat first. So I'm thinking kind of a simple design with just trapdoors. The problem with this, can't do that. Okay. Ideally, I can do something that's only 2 blocks wide. That kind of works. Hanging signs? Maybe. Do they look like seats? Unless you mean hanging from the chain, which might be. Okay, maybe I'm getting what you're saying. This is close. Maybe it could be sit on both sides of it, like somebody sits on this side and then somebody else sits on this side. So some people are backwards. That'd be kind of funny. Then we can do another one here. How does this look diagonal? Yeah. Just add another. Oh, I see. Add another sign this way. Nope. This way. Like this? Or do you mean another trapdoor like this? Yes, to both. Okay. I assume you mean this way, because I think that does look actually pretty nice. That's smart. We're learning new build techniques. The only problem is it's a little bit harder to make it diagonal. We'll try something though. Okay, so center. Nope, definitely not there. And then did I just use deep slate there? So maybe we choose a stone for each of these. Does black stone look against pink? Look kind of grody. Yeah, I don't like that too much. So just type in stone. Maybe just smooth stone. I think smooth stone will work. This will be like the concrete of the area. Okay. So first things first, we build the seats, and then we connect them up. I want the middle thing to be roughly 3 by 3. No, I'm the wrong half of the block. Okay, there we go. I think it needs to be over a block more. Sure. And then that does work that way. Still getting used to the new placing rules for these signs because they're kind of interesting. I can actually duplicate that so I don't have to space on it. I want at least 8 of them. Yeah, I think that's almost perfect. Especially if we do it like, I need the chain first. We do it like this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that a lot. Okay, let me make just one more and then we can just duplicate this around with World Edit, everybody's favorite tool. Actually, let's get rid of this first. There we go. And if you were needing to make this like super beautiful, you can actually put designs on these signs. Like if you edited it, you know, putting equals or whatever, you know. I don't think it's necessary for our case, but okay. Let's stack that. I kind of want to make this really tall. Okay. Maybe we'll do 8 blocks tall. Stack is one of those commands that once you learn it, you're like, can't stop using it. Okay, so we'll see. Oh yeah, this looks cool already. Okay, so I think using wooden fences up here first of all would look better. Kind of tie it together as like a unified. And then we'll put slabs on top. Now, what pink slabs are there? We can keep using cherry. I kind of don't want to because it just starts blending together. We'll just have to be cautious of that. For just that, I think that'll work. And then maybe we can actually place pink concrete in these blocks. Yeah, okay. Then I think we could go ahead and use the stripped cherry running up along here. Make that look like a some sort of concrete. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I need to fill something in here. Do I just do... Oh yeah, that definitely works. And then these always have lights. Do we use pearlescent frog lights? Just like that? Maybe like that. I wish there was a pink lantern or something, a pink block that was... Maybe we can try candles, actually. Okay, just like that. That's interesting, to say the least. End rods are kind of... Not sure about them. Oh, actually, yeah, I think I just found our cheat code. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, and then buttons. We could do stone, and we could also do cherry, depending on how things look. Maybe we should just remove all of these and make it look like a giant... Yeah, I think that'll look nice. Maybe cherry buttons there and there. On that, the sides of that. But then stone buttons as like rivets. Every like 2 blocks or so. I think that's kind of nice. Do we need a roof that kind of extends out? What other pink blocks do we have? Oh yeah, we gotta use these. Okay, so if we've got this, I kind of want it to be mildly dome-shaped. It's 2 blocks past that, and then down 1. Okay. We can have this pattern repeat. There we go. That could be like kind of like an awning of sorts. Yeah, I think this is just gonna work to do it this way. It looks nice underneath because it's dark. You kind of want spots like that to be fairly dark. You can also do slabs for full blocks instead of slabs for the last parts of it. Oh yeah. Now I could replace these partially with iron bars, just randomly. Pink stained glass or white. Yeah, I can put some in here maybe. Nope. Gotta make sure the patterns match. I'm building these wrong. That's what it's supposed to look like. This is like the failed version. It's kind of indistinguishable. Oh no. That'll be our secret, I guess. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I think white glass is good. What we can do is we can actually hide it under here along this. Oh, the inside. There we go. Yeah, I think that might need to be a block. Just break that, break that, break that, break that. Actually, this one can stay. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. And then other places, I think the pink and white glass I might just use as like a guardrail. Like this just has iron bars, which are a little tall, kind of menacing. I gotta make these low because if they swing out and they hit these, then that's no good. But and then I think what we can do actually, let's make this kind of like a needle. Chains don't look that good. Here's what you do. Yeah, that looks neat. Kind of like the carousel. Same, you get the point at the top. I'm gonna go ahead and place these. Tie the white from that in. There's no color like that, is there? I wonder if that would look good with copper. That like medium copper? This one? Or this? That kind of works? That'd be an interesting build. I think you could make it work. Anyways, let's go ahead and get our corners selected. That's the best part. My always favorite. It never connects up right, does it? Okay, let's take a step back. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. I would rate that. You can't tell me you wouldn't rate that. Looks fun. cover up the bases, I could use world edit, but sometimes you like to just place blocks. And it's perfect timing for night, because then you get to see why you light things up always, even though you might not think you need to. It's because it just looks so much more vibrant when at nighttime. This looks like these are popping. Maybe this one closes for during the night because it's ice cream. Carousels open. Go-karts turn off. It'd be kind of cool if they had red lights on along there, but that doesn't work in with the design. The maze during the dark is kind of spooky. Yeah, that's really neat. I like that. Okay. And then we've got the line. So the line over here kind of just looks like that. Looks fine. Do we do it on this side? Part of me wants to... What if I just widen this path and then put it over here to fill up this space? I think that's a better call to action. Oh, I can't use white glass. I mean, I can, but I think I should turn it into pink. The reason, and this is something that I've run into constantly, is there's a handful of blocks, because of the way the map works, you can't really use, and that's just because they're functional blocks. Like, you wouldn't place down a, what's a laggy block? A whole bunch of chests or something, or a bunch of furnaces as a wall of something. Kind of in a similar vein, the pink or the white glass, when you bite it, it breaks. And so it's fine if I use it. I just have to, when the map is reset, because this whole map gets reset automatically, even though it's an adventure map. Normally you don't do something like that for an adventure map, but I did it just because I know things are going to break, so I might as well allow them to break and then just reset. Because I have trust issues with data packs and stuff. Or just me accidentally killing all of the entities, which definitely has happened before. Not on this map, but... Fill that in. Okay. And then the line can... I kind of want the blue line to go from up there then now. I kind of want to make this water base too. Like those bumper boats maybe? Maybe that's what I could make. Although we have bumper cars right there. I kind of shouldn't put them right next to each other. But maybe I could. I'm just not worried about it. Just thinking now. So much to think about. And I can use this glass as the to hold the line in. Maybe it winds back up this way and then goes down here. No, I think you should enter the blue from here. So I'll just wind back and forth and then maybe end it here roughly. Okay, so if I do that, I think that'll work. Always make things run past, and then they just fill up more space. Make sure these can work. Really, it should be maybe there. Yeah. So the paint can wrap around and just do that. The glass will be kind of annoying here. I could just move it one block more. There, that's fine. Oh, that's actually funny. Yeah, it's 4 wide, but guess what? You just end up there. I could have it start there, I guess. I'll just do that. Are there any further plans on updating relics? Good question. Maybe. Depends on what next update brings. I did just release the 4.0, the Tales and Triumphs update for relics, which I think is a pretty good update. So definitely not before next update. I try not to baby my maps too much anymore. I ran into the problem where where I babied one map too much, and then I realized, hey, I want to do other stuff. There's a lot of maps I can make, but I'm too busy babying space aces. And you just don't make anything. Kind of like what we're doing with this map. Yeah. The new update. What's your favorite card in the new update, Duckmaster? There's some pretty interesting ones. I tried to change up some things just by adding buffs to cards you kind of don't use as much. Like, I think that's why the Squid's pretty good. It's kind of easily countered if you have an anvil or something, but that's kind of a negative cost. Squid's pretty powerful. I don't get it used that often, so that's kind of interesting that you say that. But it is a good card. Yeah. It's probably a pretty good stall with the new sniffer. It's kind of a fun combo. Here we go. Is there any mobs that you think need to be added? There's a handful of mobs that I haven't added yet, but I'm kind of just curious what they can do that's not already in the game. Yeah, name tag is probably one of my top 5 cards just because of how unpredictable it is. It's just, you pull it out and then it's like kind of an interesting interesting counter to a lot of different weird situations. I like it when you use it on your own wither and then it heals back up. That one's kind of interesting. Yeah, the wiki is really good. Good place to start if you're new to relics. Okay, this will expand, and the orange tulips over there will expand as we fill out the space more. Okay. This area is kind of sectioned off with these fairly well. Yeah, the wiki hasn't been updated to the newest update, unfortunately. But it's not too complicated to add. It's just tedious more than anything. I guess I'll leave these blocks. Let's just make this a common area, maybe? I think that'll look nice. Let's go ahead and get a selection. Stone, polished andesite, and stone bricks. Okay, that region is not what I thought it was. Underrated. I agree. I don't know what that means, or what specifically is underrated, but I agree. Let's do that. Oh, I accidentally replaced one of my bricks. I can't remember who chose the palette for this area, but I do like it quite a bit. It's fairly simple, but it's it looks pretty nice. Okay, let's break a lot of these. Okay. Get the 3 stairs. Lay, bat, cat, cod, donkey, glow squid, mushroom. Mushroom's in the game, actually. Mule, ocelot, pufferfish, salmon, strider, tropical fish, panda, chicken. Chicken's in the game. Oh, chicken jockey, sorry. Illusioner. Yeah, Illusioner would be an interesting one. Giant would be kind of a fun one. Yeah. Some of those are like kind of like in the back of my head for each update, but every time I look at them, I'm like, I just have a hard time coming up with something that they can do differently than what's already in the game. So maybe you have a couple good ideas for them. Yeah, tropical fish could be kind of like the bee, except it's all aquatic mobs. That'd be interesting. That'd be kind of fun. It's just like super cheap. I like that. That's not too bad. It'd actually be kind of fun is because there's so many types of tropical fish where it either gets +1 health, armor, or damage. Just, it picks one of those when it's spawned in. And then from then on, it gets +1. So it's like, you don't know what exactly it's going to get. Maybe you'll get a tanky guy, or maybe you'll get a super attack heavy guy. Which would be kind of a fun new addition. It'd be slightly different than what's it called? Slightly different than I can't remember. I thought about making pufferfish a trap actually, where it does like 5 hearts of damage, but also like 10 ticks of poison, where it's like really powerful, but it's a trap, so nobody uses it. Traps are good, they're just underused, I think. Okay, that's not too bad. Get some stairs for these. Do that. I missed a couple blocks there. And these I can expand. Oh, and I missed a whole row. That's probably important to... Yeah, buildings. There's a lot of buildings that you can add to. The problem with them is they're kind of in a dangerous point where they can't move, so they're not offensive. And they can't attack. So they're either strictly defensive, or the only reason they can be offensive is they buff your offensive units. Part of me wishes I never added them, but the other part of me knows that they added kind of an interesting twist for the buffs. Yeah, the buildings do kind of slow the game down a bit. I think the fact that you can, they're fairly low health than what they used to be helps a lot though. They used to have a lot more health, and then that just made it kind of brutal. Bow and arrow give a melee card +1 range. I believe spectral arrow does that. Oh, it's a melee card, sorry. Yeah. That'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, give like if you just have a weak melee mob with a lot of health, you can just give it a bow and arrow. I would say it would have to set the range, either the attack damage, so you can't just have like give something a bow and arrow and then give it a bunch of range and then just snipe the enemy hero for 20 damage. Card bans from draft. That is a very difficult thing to implement. It'd be cool, but I don't think I can do that. Let's do more buttons here. Yeah, buttons. Okay, so the line for that is done. Looks good. The Guardians are ranged. I kind of want to change them. I think I should reduce their attack damage, but give them the thorns, because that's... And then add a thorns effect. Maybe make it half the damage you deal is dealt back to you. I could either do that or just do... depending on your thorns level, it does 1 damage. It depends on how exactly it would work. Either way would be kind of a nice addition, I think. You're getting me talking about relics again, and now I want to update the game again. Seems like there's infinite things that you can do. Okay, so do we do teacups or do we do something else in this blue thing? What do you guys think? Yeah, the bottle of enchanting. That's kind of the same as golden carrot. It gives +5. It costs 3 to use, but it gives 8. So like if you don't plan properly, you can't use it. But that's a an unknown type. Do we do teacups? Outdoor bowling. That would be interesting. What's the closest to bowling in this game? What mobs are kind of like bowling? Yeah, I kind of like that bowling idea, actually. I know it sounds kind of crazy. Just do a lane. Maybe you do 2-lane. Will this intersect? Do it like this. No, I think that'll be kind of cool. Yeah, card packs, the reintroduction for them, I think is kind of good for the game. For old players, you get to buy the card packs that you want from the new update. For new players, you get to kind of just pick. If you want more mobs, you can do that, or if you want more something else, you can do that. Yeah, getting the sniffer is a little too easy, but that's okay. It costs a lot more. The card packs actually still follow the rules for rarity, which means if it's a legendary, it still has a lower chance of getting it. But because the pool is smaller, then it's still harder to get. Nope, not wiki. I'm reading the chat and then typing what I'm reading. We'll try end rods. Something interesting like that. Okay, and then iron bars maybe? Running down the middle, or down these lines. We'll just do normal stone for these. Actually, I meant to move that one down. Make sure to grab the real stone bricks. Stairs for gutter or slabs. I was going to use these iron bar. Dang it. Because it's in the middle. And then I'm actually going to fill it with water. The water is going to be like the gutter. Okay. That won't pour out, I guess. Okay. Darn. make a mess. Oh, cool. It gets stuck. 15 plus 6 is 21. There we go. Dang it. It's so funny that removing a block is the easiest way of dealing with water rather than adding a block. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. And then I'm just going to fill this all with water, or with solid blocks. There we go. Wait, what? What was I supposed to do over there? Do I have a G mask? What in the world? Oh, what was I supposed to do down low? There we go. Always forget what you're trying to place. It's kind of funny. So I think because there's pink between that light blue area and this light blue area, I think we'll be fine. Okay. There we go. And then maybe you just do always use banners. That's what I've learned from building. It's like the part where the ball rolls out. There we go. You have to be... It's not Matt from Wii Sports, it's Mott from P Sports. All the diamonds are done here already, but I do like that idea. That's funny. These are just like areas to pick up a bunch of emeralds. Do we do a light blue carpet, or is that too cheesy? We'll do a gray carpet. Let's make sure that this doesn't look weird on the map. Okay, no, it looks good. Looks kind of neat. Yeah, bowling alleys are kind of an interesting enigma. Okay, I think I can do something like this. We'll get the general structure for this done, and then we can fly around and do a couple other small fun things. Yeah, it looks good. There we go. Had to sneeze, sorry. We've already been on for, what, an hour and 1 minute? Wow. Yeah, this looks pretty fun. Maybe we'll, let's get some stone bricks. There we go. Let's go ahead and just keep going. There we go. So here's a fun thing, is transitioning from this to that. And I think the easiest way of doing that is just doing that. Problem solved. My favorite building in Funland. Ooh, that's a hard one. Let's fly around a little bit. From a distance, these look pretty cool. But I'm not the biggest fan of this, even though it's not supposed to be pretty. I might change that up later. I really like this balloon cart. It just, like, you can tell what it is, and not everything I build you can tell what it is. This thing turned out really good. A lot of good suggestions from that. I like the go-kart track, even though it's a little wonky in that area. The maze looks pretty cool now. We had to change it up a little bit. Golf is good. My favorite building or my favorite, like, attraction? Like, build, I guess. Because there's only a handful of buildings. If it's favorite building, definitely the arcade. But if it's not, if it's just all of the builds, I'll have to think about that for a little. Okay, attraction. Man, that's hard. I do like how iconic the Ferris wheel is. Like, you can tell it's obviously a Ferris wheel. But it's probably not my favorite. I don't know, but it might be the arcade for both of them. Because just all around, it's pretty neat. Got the big letters on the sides. You get kind of the grody side. Everybody's got this should be the pretty side, but Land did not want me to work on that. What's nice is the pink over there is barely, you can only see it from when you're standing in a couple like weird spots, like here. So I think the color separation is good. But the all of the arcade games on the inside I really like. All of the glowing lights and arcade machines. There was, and I'm gonna go check something. Let me see. Let me go to YouTube. I did a community post. If you want to answer it and you haven't yet. I don't do too many community posts. I try not to. Okay, so it's, do we want more arcade and like mini games, or do we want to just be done? And I can go either way. That's why I have made it a post. But so far it looks like now let's actually get this thing done is winning by maybe 1 or 2 votes. So I think we're gonna go ahead and finish, and then if we have time while testing, I might add a couple more. Because there's only 3 mini games, and I want there to be 5 ideally, but also time constraints. This building needs to be better. So if you have input on that, let me know. Answer that community post. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I know what the minigames would be. Like, I've got definite plans of what they would be if I had the time. But they would take a while. Okay. If we just... Let's go at 3 blocks. Hey, there's John John. John John has made a significant portion of this map. He's helped a lot, and we can thank him greatly. Without him, everything would be very vanilla still. So, having things the way they are now is a huge, huge improvement. Just do that. Yeah, I think that's okay. There we go. That kind of works. It's a little jank. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks pretty neat. Now, can we use lichen maybe as like a almost like a wallpaper border? So I want it to be dark in here. Darkish. Moody, I guess, is the proper word. Let's put some just black concrete in behind these. Dang it, I always do that. Nice. Okay. But like, there's not going to be, I don't think there's going to be a reason to go down just to look at it. Let's go ahead and put just stone bricks all the way up. For now. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Probably definitely put a slab there. Yeah. Okay. And then what we can do kind of like a, they're always space themed or whatever. Not always, but a lot of the time. What's the bottom of this look like, actually? What a gross looking block. Actually, that might make a good light. Let's try that. So we'll do skulk like this. Let's do it all the way. Yeah, all the way here. There's lightning blue. Thanks for joining. We're trying to make a theme park, kind of. That's part of the. This is what we're looking at. It's really filling in though. Oh, it feels pretty cool now. Okay. So if I do these, and then do that, sure. We'll say that. We'll act like that works. Now I don't know. These might cause problems with, like, if somebody brings a mob over and kills it. I don't think there's Well, let me just try. I think because it's kind of, they're far away from like other blocks. Oh no. We might. Would that look good though if this is covered in Skulk? What do you guys think? Or would that look terrible? I think it would look pretty bad. It's interesting. But, okay, we can't use... That's what I was talking about earlier. Functional blocks. You can't build them. Can't build with them, I mean. Oh, do it? You think so? The problem is... Let me see if I can kill a couple pigs. It's gonna just start covering everything. So the reason that's a problem is if you're a fox, you get the pillagers from that area. Just bring them here, have them chase you. Bite them here. Then guess what? You're just destroying the map. I think the... Don't use it. So, I mean, we can place those along here and then just remove these. That's no big deal. It probably won't look too different if you just do that. Everybody loves Skulk. Okay, we'll place them down. I think that might be an interesting. That'd be kind of weird, but sometimes you want weird. Could use a fake Skulk block. Can you fake the catalyst? What does bloom mean? That means it's like actively working on stuff, right? Oh, where it says bloom over here. I mean, we could just fill this with veins like that. That wouldn't be too hard. These kind of are gonna run into it. So we can't have the pins, it'd look like that. Which I don't know if that's better or worse. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could line the place with these. Oh, I think that's better, right? That's kind of neat. Similar effect. How long is the delay? I think it's fairly quick, but still, if it was like running every tick to just replace, I think it might still have problems. I don't know. I don't know much about the Skulk blocks from a data pack perspective. Yeah, I think Skulk can replace light blocks. Light blocks are kind of wimpy, so to speak. They get replaced by all sorts of stuff. It doesn't need to be Skulk. I was just trying to make it look interesting. We can just run a line like this. Yeah, that's not too bad. I just never have seen the bottom of a Skulk cat. What does the bottom of a Screecher look like? Looks like wasted potential. That's what it looks like. That's a shame. kind of want to build a dome. I like this color palette actually. The skulk and the light blue. It's interesting. Okay. We'll just go with this for now. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Not circular enough. Yeah, I think you're right. I might do a tiered design with what light can I put in these? Soul lanterns look good. Oh yeah, that'd be kind of neat. Gatorade Frost palette. Yeah, it's true. Let's see how this looks. This is kind of interesting. We'll do that. And maybe a light blue glass in front of it. Okay. Move this all one down. Or move the lanterns one down. That might work too. I was gonna cover them up so it looks like a bunch of lights. We'll just do a mock-up. This is what I'm thinking of. Okay. The glass. What's the bottom of lanterns look like? Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. What if I do it like this? I've made a mistake. Oh, that's why I was confused. Not being consistent. Oh yeah, that's the effect I'm going for, roughly. And then maybe concrete along here. Or maybe I'll put stairs, replace that with stairs in just a bit. I just use lanterns over there. That's always what I do is I fly it to a different spot and then I use the same exact build technique and I'm like, why does this whole area look exactly the same? Oops, my bad. Okay. I was hoping to be like the outside of the build. It's gonna be ugly for now. And that's okay. That's a problem for later me. Okay, and I think just covering it up completely with skulk is the right call here. See how that looks first. Because I kind of want to keep that familiar, the familiar look as the other part. Yeah, it definitely looks like a cheesy inside of a like one of those alien themed pizza places. That's kind of what we're going for. We can do something in the middle here if we need. Okay. So we got the stairs. You can always put gutters and stuff between buildings like that. The outside's going to be kind of interesting. This is all blocks, right? Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll just do this for now. Actually, what other light blue blocks can we use? Oh, definitely this. Good thing it's... This building is kind of like a... oh, what's it called? It's more or less... Actually, I had that the way I wanted it. There we go. Not quite. Sure, that works. More or less a bowling alley, sorry. I got distracted. So, this is for the minigame area. We're just doing stuff to fill up space. That's all we're doing. No diamonds or anything. That's all done. Every diamond in the entire map is done. Every like quest, everything, that little challenge you run and do, they're all done. Now, what walls do we have to work with? Okay, what slabs do we have? None of these are really light blue. How does this look? That kind of bridges those two colors. I don't like it though. Nope. No matter how you place it, it's wrong. I'm gonna get the debug stick out here before too long. There we go. That's a lot harder than it needed to be. Okay. What trapdoors we got? Bamboo. That's kind of matches actually. We're doing a mural now. I think that'll look nice. To make this wall not super boring. And then I want to do a planet that looks kind of like Saturn. I think that would look nice. Get some sandstone. Suspicious sand, perfect. No, I'll just use sandstone for now. Okay. Here's our planet. Then we do a ring of some sort. I think orange is what we want, but we can get that through red sand. Walls, stairs, and slabs. This is not something I've built before, so if it looks terrible, just be patient with me. Oh yeah, it looks. I've never built anything more beautiful than that. This is really bad. It's like somehow kind of close. I don't know. I guess it's the matter of perspective, right? It actually looks more like that. Yeah, I think that's a little bit closer. I think I just need to log out. Just quit. I don't have a pic. Let me pull up a picture of Saturn. Okay. Let's pull up a better picture. None of these are helping me. They're just making me feel worse. Okay. Let's clean slate. It's kind of ambitious. I guess because it's too thick, right? No, that's definitely not it. I guess it swings back down, doesn't it? I mean, we're kind of getting somewhere. We're actually kind of close. Of course. I think I need to come out 2 blocks. Okay, I'm just doing this wrong. There we go. Of course. No. That's where I went wrong. It's right here. Okay. And then break those. You guys gonna... I don't have the chat open. Nope, no one's making fun of me. I can't... I couldn't blame me if you were. This is temporary. We're gonna come back to this. We might just blow it up. This whole building, I think... my brain's starting to wear out from design. We did this, and it looks great, and then it all went downhill from there. The inside looks pretty cool. Like, that looks kind of neat. We'll do, like, shelves and some knickknacks and whatnot. Yeah, but this exterior is kind of going to be terrible no matter what I do, I'm afraid. If I do these... Okay, that's something at least. This is where you just get the trees out and just plant them everywhere. That fixes a lot of things. Oh. Interesting. I guess it's just the way the building is shaped. I wonder if this was moved up a little bit, it'd look better. I don't know. We're deleting it. Makes the whole map feel bad. This will be a blank canvas for later. We'll just say that. You'll have to play the map to find out. Okay, let's at least cover the top with deep slate tiles. I think that's all we need. We do need that. Welcome back. Don't ask about the planet with the ring. Don't. It's not worth it. Does this look better that way, or does it look better this way? Having that peek through. Actually, that kind of looks cool. I'm just going to leave it. This side we can cover up just because. We're going to go fix different problems in just a bit because everything's going downhill. Okay, that'll work for now. Nice, finishing a vid. Have fun. So what's left is we're going to fill this with flowers, fill this with flowers, fill that with flowers, maybe trees to fill up space. Then Funland is pretty much done. Put slabs on the deep slate walls. Yeah, I might do that. We'll come back to that. So I'm going to mark... Well, it's not even done, but I'm going to count that as done. I'm going to just check it. One thing... Another thing on my checklist. We're probably only going to get like 3 things checked off. Just go around the border and figuring out if anything looks really bad. That kind of looks bad, but that's fine. This all looks pretty good. Anything that's just broken on the border. The world border, I think I'm going to remove the texture or just make it a lot weaker because it's pretty distracting. This over here, I don't know if we need to fix it. I don't think it matters. We can put a mini game here if we do build one. We've got this. Here's all of our builds. I'll look down. So none of this matters over here because it's ocean. It should be safe. Yeah, thinking our borders are good. Okay, so that's definitely something I can check off. There were a handful of things, like for example here, we were just working on stuff. Well, I mean the border, around the border, like generation-wise looks bad. I know that thing looks bad. Some stuff that we haven't made, stuff that we left. Like this is a little jank. But we're gonna pretend nobody will ever see it. If somebody sees it, then congrats on them. But this was all empty, so we just filled it in. But I think that's good. Borders clean. Okay, and then another thing. Actually, I'll use my map. This has snow on it, which is fine. It's a cloud. This does not. This should not have snow on it. This is a volcano. This is not good. So, I mean, it kind of looks like ash, but no. Use one of my favorite commands, replace near. And we replace snow, I guess it's just snow, to string. It's not string, it's tripwire. And there we go. Easy fix, but it makes a big difference. And I think they probably replaced a lot of this too. No, I mean it did. Actually, I don't think it did. It just didn't snow long enough. Okay, that's good. It's fine if that stuff doesn't look perfect. So I think this minigame is done, 100%. We've got about maybe 10 more minutes of work we can do. What do we want to do? I'm going to skip placing emeralds because I don't have dev mode on the server right now. So I think we're just going to go back to what we were working on, just to refresh our eyeballs. Put them in the ground. So we have a blank canvas. Does this look better this way? I suppose so. Okay. Oh wait, these. All right. I actually do like the feeling of the inside of this now quite a bit. Let's get some stone brick shelves. Yeah, it looks better. But it makes these blocks like the worst. Yeah, shoe rack and or bulb rack. That's kind of what the shelves are for. Oh, dang. So close. Oh, quit doing that. I think I gotta face this way. There we go. Okay. That's kind of not where it needs to be. We put them here. Okay. Welcome to the Fox's life. dev stream where we're actually just figuring out how to place terracotta for a couple hours straight. So we're just really stupid. How does that look on the inside? Yeah, I think we need to do that. That looks cool. That's what I should have done. Nope. Nope. I wish they were like logs. Why aren't they like logs? I think I gotta place it like that. Yeah. That's not what. That's not what I wanted. There you go. Oh, does that not push? There we go. This is truly humbling. Okay. That wasn't as bad. That one I'm just not going to worry about. Actually, here, I'll show you the trick for dealing with that one. Okay. Now let's get some more light blue. Let me get a drink. Neat. Yeah, those look cool. We'll just use these to round up the structure. Take some of the squareness away. Yeah. Here, I guess. And then on this side, you can kind of just fill it in. Because this is pretty much all you'll ever see. You don't see... It's okay if this is ugly, because that's kind of how theme parks work, is there's big ugly spots, but because your attention is already elsewhere, they kind of don't care. A lot of them, at least. Especially if you go to like Six Flags, where everything's ugly anyways. In a sense, not actually, but Okay, that'll continue around. Oh, I forgot these. There we go. Move that over. I'm being distracted by my own screen capture on OBS. Okay, how can I say like space? Oh, I think I know. With text. Who would have guessed? I guess we might as well keep using dark blocks like deep slate. What about blackstone? It's got a more of a bluish hue to it. Let's try that. Oh, stairs are pretty important. Okay. Space pins? Let's go for it. It's kind of retro, like the Space Aces font. Yeah, it looks a lot better than whatever garbage I was building earlier. Should it be white though? It might be better with quartz. Is this smooth quartz? Yeah. Let me give actual blocks of smooth quartz. Maybe we go with like a kind of like a NASA motif with a red. That will do red. Actually, we'll do a block higher. Pins. So end with an S. How far over is this? 2 blocks? Perfect. 2, 1, 2. End with an S. In. What? Oh. That's like, what's going on? There we go. That's how you spell pin, right? I'm not stupid. Bobbied. I know I'm stupid, but... yeah, it's kind of cool. The P is kind of garbage on the bottom. How do I make it not garbage? Is that better? That's better, right? I'm not crazy. It's better like this? No. I think this N looks wrong. I like it. Maybe we just do a dot. That is so much cooler looking than the weird stuff I had before. It was worth a shot though. Actually, let me get an axe. I got an axe. All these diagonal paths, kind of annoying. Okay. And then what we can do now place down a bunch of blue orchids. Actually, I already used them, didn't I? Did I use orchids or cornflowers? I used both. Okay, that's great. Orchids or cornflowers, I think. Maybe white tulips, huh? That'd be a nice contrast. There we go. I could do a brush for this, but sometimes you just want to place some blocks. Once we get these flowers planted, I think I might head off because we made good progress. Pretty happy with how things have turned out. Especially the outside of this building not looking like absolute garbage. Sometimes you build something and you're like, what am I doing? And then you delete it. That's okay. As long as you delete it. Or you keep working on it till it does look good. So, other than this, I've got... What else? Putting emeralds in a lot of the paths that haven't added emeralds yet. So you can collect them as you run around. That's a big thing. And then... What else? The mansion is still missing a handful of rooms. Well, it has the rooms, but they're just kind of empty. So that'll be fun later. Wateropolis, or Wateropolis, depending on how you want to say it. It's missing a lot of trees. It's missing extra buildings. It's just kind of empty. So that'll be a fun thing to change. And then in the snowy area, there's a section that needs to be improved. Oh yeah, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? We'll guess we'll begin the white tulips here. But other than that, we're making good progress on this now. I took kind of a mild break, not really a break, just because of I wasn't quite burned out. Like I just, you know how you wait on something and then it kind of doesn't need, like you didn't really need to wait on it. Also, this all has to move up one block, I think. I wonder if you can do like move half. Let's try that. No, you cannot. Dang, this is sad. It will look a lot better though at this height. Sorry, I was saying something and then I got focused. I do that too much. But what I was saying was, you wait on something and you're like, I think I can just work on something else. And so that's what I've decided to do. Instead of waiting on the playtesters, I just keep making stuff until it just works. I think that in is worse. I don't know. There we go. That's a little bit better. Maybe these should just be 3 wide. Yeah, it's cool. Alright, well I think I'm gonna head out. Thanks for watching. I enjoy you guys hanging out with me. It's been fun. I'm the deck master right now. That's my skin. Use that in the Relics trailer 4.0. That was fun. But very soon we will be done. And then we will be testing. We're going to be testing this a lot just because I want it to be not necessarily perfect, but I want it to be really good. I don't want it to be like some games you play them and the just you can tell the quality control is just not there, and then it's just not fun. So I'm gonna be kind of over the top on playtesting. That's how Portal and all the Valve games are so good. Yeah, we're gonna make it as good as possible. It's gonna be the best. So let's see. Like that. But anyways, I think I'm gonna head out. It was fun. This will be a fun map to play, I hope. You never know till people tell you. We can look at the map. This is what we just built. Spent like 2 hours building these 2 buildings here. This is the whole map. So yeah. Few things here, few things in this area. Actually, it's here. And that's it build-wise. We can always add details. That's fun. That's fine. But there's a lot of gameplay stuff we have to test. We know everything works, but sometimes you don't know if people will figure out your puzzles. You don't know if they're too easy, too hard, if the parkour's too lag dependent or something. So sometimes you just gotta be patient and test and keep testing. But anyways, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. It was fun. Yep. Thank you, Flamingo, John, Lightning Blue, I think you left, but thank you for joining in. As well as, oh, who am I missing? Duckmaster. Thank you all for joining me, and Amy as well. Maybe we'll do another one of these. I don't know. It seemed like we're getting a lot of stuff done. But I'll see you around. Thanks for watching. Now I gotta figure out how to stop my stream. Okay, there's the button. Alright, see ya.